Florida 33076. Very affluent neighborhood in Florida. So, now Jamaica. Remember I spoke about the houses and the buses. The buses that the key directors and officers of this company include Lorraine Von Strawley, the director and principal officer of the company, and Von Strawley serving as the purchases and sales man. Recent business, that is John Von Strawley, Jamaica. He was a former CDA. In April 2024, the cabinet approved a US $18.9 million contract to whom John Motors and Company Limited to supply 100 compressed natural gas buses to the JUTC company. Yeah. But let us look at the legal and tax history of this company. The company and its director, Lorraine Von Strawley, were recently involved in legal proceedings regarding income tax act breaches related to declarations of income from JUTC businesses in 2018 and 2019. But I want to ask a question tonight, Jamaica. Ask. Am I allowed to ask the questions tonight? Ask. Strawley got a contract from the government of the cabinet of Jamaica equating to $18.9 million US. Who is Strawley to Daryl Vance? Who is Strawley Jamaica to Daryl Vance? Courtney. I'm going to ask again. Who is Strawley to Daryl Vance? Is Strawley a business partner of Daryl Vance? I'm going to ask again, Courtney. Is associate partner or family to Daryl Vance? And if he's a business associate, partner, or family member, isn't this another act of nepotism? Of course. How did Strawley end up getting the contract to carry in the 100 buses? Am I allowed to go even further tonight? Am I allowed, Courtney, to go even further tonight? Daryl Vaz, I'm not afraid of lawsuits because I'm asking questions tonight. I am guarded and I am ready because I am asking questions tonight. These are not the old buses. These are the new buses that came in from China that stewards and this company got to carry in. And you remember they came and attempted to sue me. And I said to them, Courtney, come after me and ready to get the truth to be exposed. But I am going even further tonight. See there, Courtney. See there, Jamaica. Strawley is also known, Ishmael, as one of the Spyglass Development latest project. Strawley owns several car mart in Ocherius, Andre. Crowley and Daryl Vaz, is there any truth that you are business partners involved in a luxury residential development, APS Builders Limited? Am I to go further tonight?
Yes.
So Crowley got the contract from Daryl Vaz to carry in those 100 buses. But you think that is my substantive issue tonight? Do you believe that is my substantive issue tonight? It's not my substantive issue, Jamaica.
All right. Partner draw. Partner draw. Andre. Set the red cup. Set the red cup.
Daryl Vaz bought this house from Daryl Vaz bought this house from Arthur Von Stromley to 2020. Do I need to get further? Jamaica. Ishmael, I'm showing you all tonight, Jamaica. It's all public record. It was bought. But when you want me to go further, don't it? Say further, teacher. So in 2020, Daryl Vaz bought this house from Arthur Van Stroley for 400,000 US dollars. You don't hear what I said, Jamaica? 400,000 US dollars.
What? All right. Partner draw. Partner draw. Andre. Set the red cup. Set the red cup. Set the red cup. And the two for the red. Set the red cup.
400,000 US dollars. Ishmael, put up the records because I want the records to be there. Daryl Vaz, I'm showing the records tonight. The house value, Ishmael, work with me, please. The house valued 600,000 US dollars. Bring it up. Bring it up, Jamaica. The house valued 600,000 US dollars. However, based on public records, I want to be correct tonight. In 2020 from Arthur Trolley for 400,000. And on June 2025, value then was 600,000. The sale was to a company called Kingston 21 Reality Group, LLC. It was bought, Jamaica, with cash, Courtney. Cash. Then 5 days later, it was sold, transferred to a trust called, I am asking the integrity. I I am asking the Integrity Commission a serious question tonight. I am asking, where did Daryl Vaz as a public servant got $400,000 cash to purchase a house? Was this ever declared in his statutaries? Jamaica. Crowley, having received those contracts, it begs to question, Jamaica, if this is an act of nepotism. Think about that tonight, Jamaica. The truth is, Charlie, this is a syndicate, Courtney.
One gang. One gang.
Always ready to serve you, and for Easter traditionals, that means so much. I've been a part of the Bun Plan for 15 years, and Easter is always special. Tables across Jamaica makes me feel proud. This isn't just a job, it's part of our culture. Working to put a smile on your face because Easter deserves our best.
Choose from hundreds of filters and book with ease. Download the app today.
The spyglass which sits on just over. Listen, see head boy here calling tonight. Hey. Hello, good night, head boy.
You're wrong for trouble, Andre. You're wrong. Hold on. Andre,
Yes.
let me first congratulate you and say thanks to our good friend from the United States Embassy for having honored a friend of transparency, truth, and justice. And as I told you a couple of weeks ago, the United States listened to you.
Oh.
The U.S. Embassy section, and you saw it for yourself.
Yeah, man, when I went to the embassy, everybody knew me.
Absolutely. So I want to tell them, this is the first time I'm going to do so nice to my friends in the U.S. Embassy. I love them look bad. Yeah? No, I want to respond to this whole, I don't even want to say the word. But you know you're onto something, Andre. But let me give a piece of the puzzle that you missed.
Yes.
You remember in the same 2019, there was a rooms on the beach sale?
Rooms on the beach, yes.
And there was some issues over the rooms on the beach purchasing. Yes? And that it was being undervalued. The sale was they were underselling it for what it actually valued. By the way, rooms on the beach belongs to the people of Jamaica.
Yes.
So that was our asset. Now, in that same year, the Darrell and Audley, and I'm saying this not as asking no question, I'm stating it as a fact. And you can go check the Jamaica Civil Aviation Registry, check the flight data. Darrell and Audley traveled out of Jamaica on a flight and a plane that was owned by the Mexicans. Now, let me tell you what happened. Because you're onto something. So, he went to Mexico to meet with the people at the hotel.
Oh, yes.
When he went to Mexico City, there was a backlash. So when he went, apparently he went to collect money. When he got, it was said first, it was reported back in Jamaica that he had gotten 30 million Jamaican dollars. But I found it strange because 30 million Jamaican at the time was very high still in terms of its US value. But if you remember that issue had became a strong issue that a local bank, yes, the bank that the senator died from, and I'll call it name.
The bank that the senator died from.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Right? That bank had come out with a statement. I have been searching for the statement for the last 2 weeks and I can't find it. What they did, they cleaned the internet. That's why that communications and technology, right? They clean the internet of it. But what you forget is that you never clean the flight record.
My God.
And you can't remove flight records. So when he went to the US, to Mexico City to collect the money was then wired to that Jamaican bank. However, remember there's a thing called correspondent banking relationship. Yeah?
Yes.
So no money can enter Jamaica or enter Jamaica through unless it goes through a US bank. Now, what was the correspondent bank for that local bank in Jamaica? Citibank NA USA in New York.
Oh.
Now, let me tell you something. New York has some of the strongest money laundering rules and also drug running rules. That's why they bring Maduro got it. Yes? Now, that same time, he lost his visa.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what did he do? What did Darrell do after he lost his visa? And he couldn't access the money, right? This was when he went to go get that deal now after to go buy the house.
Wow.
You with me?
What?
You with me?
What?
No, you raised a thing named Spyglass. Let me tell you about Spyglass. Spyglass was a property purchased by Darrell and his brother in 2003 in Jackson. Now, they purchased that property. Then, never had no money to do nothing with it. But all of a sudden, in 2024, Avias Builders and Virtuoso, which is a subset of Avias, started the construction on this property. And their realtor is Sotheby's. Let me tell you something about Sotheby's. Sotheby's don't sell nothing under 500,000 euros.
Mighty God.
No,
Where get the money here from?
Let me tell you, when you have a powerful ministry like that, you can run rocket till not even tennis racket, fire like them rocket where them are run. I have never seen anything in my lifetime like this, and I'm asking because these are facts now, We don't have to ask questions when facts have presented themselves. So we simply asking now, how is Darrell able to develop this property, right? How are they able to develop the property? What is his share in this property? Who has financed this property? Where the money comes from to finance it? But I dare say to you, go and look back for the school bus money and you will find that a lot of that school bus money have gone into certain developments. I'm not saying that development. So nobody not come to Andre or come to me. I'm asking, did any of the funds from the purchases of the bus in the United States went into that development of that property? Did any? We're only asking.
Wow. So Spyglass, which sits on over 5 acres of land, is a multi-million-dollar joint venture between Darrell Vaz, Minister of Science, Energy, Telecommunication and Transport, and businessman Arthur Von Stroley of APS Builders Limited. Multi-story development. My God.
So let me say this, Darrell, you are the thorn, you are the thistle, you are the maca, you are an embarrassment to Jamaica. And let me tell you something, the whole of must go prison.
You remember that Siaga never wanted him in the JLP. Siaga said that he and her name, James Roberts, should not be members of the JLP. Even on his dying dead, Siaga said Darrell and James Roberts should never get involved in politics. Because they come from a house of dishonesty.
But also remember, there was also a scandal in 2007 when the election campaign funds that was given by David Smith from Old went to the jail, right? A lot of it was not accounted for. Who was the treasurer then? You were in the jail P then.
No, me never in the jail P then. No come mix me in 2006. My time in the jail P was a short stint.
A very short stint. But I'm simply saying, brother, these questions leave more to answer. And I'm asking, when will Andrew Holness act? No. Andrew cannot separate himself from this. I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because he has given free rein to Darrell. Why has he given free rein to Darrell? Because with all the knife Andrew want to make, the white upper class in Jamaica see him as a little dirty pants boy. And they will never speak to him in the same manner that they hold Darrell in the consider from the monarch class. Yeah? They will never. And so Darrell is nothing. Darrell is nothing. So we know that is why he's playing the role. I go, enjoy yourself, United States. But please bring the people on you and tell them to take good care of you because you are doing some excellent investigative journalism work. And I am so friends at the public sector of the United States. You need to invite